emotional intelligence. Daniel Goleman is discussing his famous impulse control test at the San Francisco Lecture and has the entire audience's attention. Goleman, a psychologist and science writer, is the author of the bestseller Emotional Intelligence, a fascinating book about the recent discoveries in brain research that prove emotional stability is more important than IQ in determining an individual's success in life. One of the highlights of the book, Goleman explains to his audience of foundation leaders, educators, and grant donors, is a test administered 30 years ago that Goleman called the Marshall Challenge. In this experiment, 4-year-old children were individually called into a room at Stanford University during the 1960s. There, a kind man gave a marshmallow to each of them and said they could eat the marshmallow right away or wait for him to come back from an errand, at which point they could get 2 marshmallows. Goleman gets everyone laughing at the he-deprived watching a film of the preschooler while they waited for the nice man to come back. Some of them covered their eyes or rested their heads on their arms so they wouldn't have to look at the marshmallow or play the games or stand to keep their thoughts up. The single marshmallow and waited for the promised double prize. Others, about a third of the group, simply watched the man leave and ate the marshmallow within seconds. What is surprising about this test, claimed Goleman, is diagnostic power. A dozen years later, the same children were tracked down as adolescents and tested again. The emotional and social difference between the marshmallow preschoolers and their gratification delaying peers was dramatic. Goleman says, the ones who had resisted eating the marshmallow were clearly more socially competent than the others. They were less likely to go to pitch, freeze, and rigors under stress or become brittle and disorganizations when they press us. They embrace challenges and pursue them instead of giving up. Even in the face of difficulties, they were self-reliant and confident, trustworthy, and dependable. The third or two who grabbed the marshmallow were more likely to be seen as shying away from social contact, to be stubborn and indecisive, to be easily upset by frustration, to think of themselves as unworthy, to become immobilized by stress, to be mistrustful or prone to jealousy, or to overreact to certain situations with a sharp tempers.